everybody. I kind of just stumbled upon this location while en route to another location here today. So welcome back to 539. I don't even know if this is going to work out as a location, but we're going to check it out real quick and see. And if not, maybe we'll add it in to a compilation later. So it does look like the graves at the back of this place are fairly old. Looks like we've got some older stuff over here starting to show its age. TV now slowing down. Either that or a motorcycle. Can't figure out which one it is. Alright, we're just gonna keep going. This actually looks pretty interesting, especially in the back here. There's another sign. It appears to be like a historical sign at the very back. We're starting to get into some 1800s graves here. This one here has lost its headstone. And a very, very large tree has crashed at some point back here. Wow, you see lots of chunks around here, and I don't know if they're from this one area or what's happened is this tree falling down has scattered them about. There's a little pile of logs right over here, kind of appearing as if somebody may have come back and started to do a little bit of cleanup work. But this is what I'm talking about right over here. There's a marker back there, and there's definitely a headstone back there as well. I'm not sure the significance. So we're gonna take this thorny little path back here and find out exactly why there's another marker back here. I mean, other than the fact that there's a headstone. This is crazy. I'm really glad that I stopped now. You can see from the sign on the tree there that everything behind here is actually private property. It looks like the fence line here is these old posts that no longer have anything in between them. So the only guess I have is that maybe they just put the marker back here so that people would actually see it and come back and visit. Other than the marker, the headstone, and nothing else really stands out. And I would assume there's probably more graves that have been lost in a lot of this rubbish back here. And that's why that one grave is probably so far back and appears to be separated from the rest. Because based upon the old fence line, that definitely was the original end of the graveyard. I was kind of expecting some people to like walk back here, not necessarily to check on me, but because it sounded like the ATV that stopped right in front of this place. It's kind of an interesting area too. There's this base right here, and then behind it are two other headstones, and so it appears like something else should actually be down here, but that headstone is missing. And even though the headstone itself is missing, the entire thing just seems a little bit out of place. And one of these might be it. There's a headstone here, and then there's one leaning up against this bigger stone here. And then of course there's another one off to the side here. There's another Woodman of the World monument right here. Once again, sort of just accidentally stumbled upon a really amazing and unique place here with lots of graves from the mid-1800s. Some of them even passed away before the Civil War began. And it was sort of, like I said, just meandering my way through the country on the way to another location and stumbled upon this right here. So it just shows you to always keep an eye out when you're traveling. You never know what you might end up missing. So I'm guessing where I'm parked here is actually the beginning of the older graveyard. I'm not sure what originally would have been up front, but everything from here forward just appears to be brand new. This here is definitely a part of something, probably a base stone that a headstone was sat on top of. May have been recovered from the middle of this tree right here. As we've seen, a lot of damage gets done after these trees have grown really, really large. These ones have become almost impossible to read. But surprisingly, a lot of it's remained in fairly good condition. You can see the vase here is actually in really good condition. It appears to be the original that was placed at the time of the burial. And it's probably only a stroke of sheer luck that this tree here hasn't yet moved the grave right here. You can see that it's going to at any point now. Over the next probably 10 years, it'll probably move it a little bit, but luckily it doesn't look like the trunk's going to grow too much, so it probably has a good chance of remaining there for quite a while. So it looks like we've seen most of the historical section of this graveyard, but as usual I am going to do a quick perimeter check to see if there's anything that has been left outside the bounds of the modern day or even the original graveyard. But other than this one little hidden grave at the very back, it would appear that most things have remained where they should be, haven't been hidden. The borders haven't been significantly altered. And it looks like some people are doing a little bit of restoration work here. Right here, we can see that the headstone has actually been removed from its hole that it was making over the years and placed directly beside it so that maybe, I'm guessing, it will be placed back up the way it originally was intended. I didn't realize what I had actually found right here until I got really close up on it. This is the old gate. An old metal gate that's left wide open. So I kind of figured I'd find some more back here, but so far it looks completely devoid of any old stones. As I always say though, that doesn't necessarily mean that there's nothing back here, as we can see from the old headstone I found earlier. However, it seems unlikely. Very, very large tree stump right there, but I think that's technically the edge. And there's definitely nothing underneath it or beside it. So I hear more people driving around. It looks like everybody's just out and enjoying the good weather. So I'm gonna go ahead and start heading back to the car here. If you guys haven't checked out the second channel, make sure you check out youtube.com/mystery, MISTORY, and check out some of the cool live streams that we have over there, and some upcoming full episodes that are sort of off-topic episodes that wouldn't really go along with the 539 Productions content. So, thank you all for tuning in to this episode, and make sure to hit that subscribe button if you've never subscribed to 539 before, and I will see all of you in the next adventure.